Okay, I'm pretty sure I've just beaten Mega Man 5. Oh boy. Okay, once again, I can barely hold my phone because my hands are shaking. Um, okay, please tell me I don't have to do anything else here. This one is definitely a doozy. I mean, it is just, it's relentless. I mean, the last level is just, oh, it just goes on and on and on and on. I can genuinely say I did not use any codes or anything I found out online. I did the whole thing myself. I wrote down what weapons worked on which bosses. When you're going through the game in the first place, the first time around before you get to the Dr. Wily stage, the levels are pretty short, and it gives you sort of like a false sense of, oh, this game's easy. You know, this game's pretty easy. The bosses are fairly difficult, but if you have an energy tank, you know, you can usually take them out with you know, one with one replenish. You know, just with the pea shooter. But the last level is just ridiculously tough. The one thing that is nice is you don't have to do all of the bosses again and then Dr. Wily in one shot. You get to do all the bosses, and that's pretty much a checkpoint. There's one version of Dr. Wily right after you fight all the bosses again. That's really easy. So you beat him, and then that's a checkpoint. I didn't have to continue beyond that point, but you could tell that if you did, you could start back there. And there's just a really short little level where you fall down, you fight a couple of like these big robots, and then you're in Dr. Wily. The last version of Dr. Wily is actually not so bad. I did have some energy tanks saved up, like I said, just from playing the level where you fight all the bosses again. There's an energy tank right at the beginning, and I had to do that level, I don't know, 6-7 times or whatever it was until I got all of them beat. So I just kept collecting that energy tank and saving it, just so that I would have it to fight Dr. Wily, because I didn't know what he was going to be like or anything. So I had enough tanks saved that I could use against him. I didn't have to continue, and just fought him all the way through. So the last version of Dr. Wily is actually not so bad if you have at least, I would say, one tank. But yeah, this one is, when they talk about NES hard, this is it. You know, this game is no joke. Once you have what weapons work on the bosses when you're going through them at the end, when you're going through them for a second time, it's not like Mega Man 2 where they take, you know, 2 hits and done. I mean, the weapons work against them fairly well, but it's not just, you know, okay, you hit him once and he's dead. No, I mean, it still work. So, one of the other things that I did that I would strongly suggest if you're playing this one is go through as many times as you have to collect the letters. Through each one of the levels, there's a letter. It spells out Mega Man V. After you do that, you'll be given that little guy, the little bird, right there. It's set when you bring him up on the screen. It says Beat, so I don't know if that's his name is Beat or if it's because you beat the levels and collected all the letters. But that guy really comes in handy. Basically, you just turn that on, and he'll just go through and he'll kill all the enemies that are on the screen. If it's a bigger enemy, he might have to go at it like 2-3 times, like hit it a few times, but he'll basically like clear the screen for you each time you use it. So it really comes in handy through the Dr. Wily stage. So it's definitely a good idea to do that. Yeah, this is the 5th one, and I have one more to go. It's taken me a while to come back to this one, but it's been bugging me, and I'm not giving up. I'm gonna finish every Mega Man. Yeah, so on to Mega Man 6. Never played it a day in my life, and I'm gonna take it on. So subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. What's your favorite Mega Man game? Which ones have you beaten? Which ones haven't you? Let me know. All right. Thanks a lot.